Hey everybody, welcome to GameGorgon. My name's Krug.
I'm Indigo.
And we're here to talk to you today about the Blizzard Esports Arena that's opening up in Burbank, right next door.
Yeah, literally like down the street.
That's not true. That was hyperbole. So for those of you that don't know, Blizzard, the makers of Overwatch and Hearthstone and the publishers of the upcoming Destiny 2, well, coming for PC people like us, they're opening an esports arena in Burbank that's going to be dubbed the Blizzard Arena Los Angeles. It's going to be a multi-streaming live broadcast venue that's going to support tons of on-site studios and control booths and player relaxation areas and practice rooms and just tons and tons of stuff to support esports events, which is really awesome. It was announced on September 7th, 2017 on their website. And they actually already have 2 events scheduled. So they have the grand opening, which is going to be the Overwatch Contenders Playoffs, which is going to have a $100,000 prize pool. It's not exactly what we're talking about, but yeah.
Yeah,
It's actually $100,000 per region, so that's an insane sum of money. So they're going to be hosted in a 450-seat location, so it's going to have a live audience, which is awesome. They call it their full-service studio, so we don't actually have details on exactly what that means, but we can pick a couple things out of it. They have multiple spectator boxes for special guests, so as though you're at a baseball stadium up in the, I've never been to something like that, but I'm assuming it's going to be super lavish with like drinks and food.
Well, the fact that they have a gamer relaxation area, like I want to know if they've just got like massage chairs and just like Mountain Dew flavors, like as far as the eye can see.
That's why you got to pick on us like that, man. So they do have a lot of amenities.
Now, is this first event, is this the one that has the sold out tickets already?
Yes.
Okay, so don't even worry about buying tickets.
Yeah, so we're going to have links to both. You're going to click on one of them and it's going to be sold out. And by the time we post this, honestly, they might both be sold out. Tickets to the venue aren't actually that expensive. So for I think it was the Hearthstone event, the one we're going to talk about next, it's $15 per day, so it's a 3-day event, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then $40 for a 3-day pass. So it's pretty reasonable, right?
Yeah.
Those are cheaper than BlizzCon for sure.
Oh yeah, but you're not getting the cool swag that you would be getting from BlizzCon. You're also not getting to see first-time content. You are getting to see the live events, which I think it's important that they're doing this. Like, I think it's important that they're having these live esports events, and that they're probably with this studio going to have them more frequently.
Hopefully.
Allowing esports to become more of a legitimate form of entertainment, because a lot of people are like, you're playing video games. Mm-hmm. But you and I kind of had a little weird contention to this.
Yeah, although I do want to take a step back.
You
said that there aren't going to be, is it going to be cool swag? And while you probably won't get cool swag for free, there is an in-house store where you can kind of buy swag, and the theme of that store is going to be based around whatever game is being hosted at the time. So if it's a Hearthstone event, there's going to be like Hearthstone mugs and Hearthstone jackets, stuff like that, which I think is interesting. Probably going to be super expensive, but whatever. We'll see when it happens. We had a disagreement that we wanted to talk about.
So, my background is in the entertainment industry.
That sounded too sexual.
So the problem I have with this studio is that, at least from what we can tell so far, this isn't going to be a rentable space. So if I want to hold a local tournament, I'm not going to be able to rent out the Blizzard arena, right? Which it blows my mind, because arenas and spaces like this aren't cheap to create, especially in Burbank. Like, this is right next to Warner Brothers Studio. This is very expensive property.
It's an expensive area, and then if you go on their website, Blizzard's website, you can see the job postings for this specific location, and it's some pretty high-profile positions. Like, they have normal stuff like we need people to support the desktops, but they also have like full-fledged network engineers. Like, these are 100, 200K a year positions. These aren't like, just concession stand. Like, this is intense. And so I think your concern is that they're not going to be able to support it financially.
Well, yeah, it's because they're going to have to force out so many esports events at this location, or they're going to have to start renting it out to other companies, which I think would be a good idea. I think I would love that. I would love to go to the Blizzard arena to go watch a Call of Duty esports event. Like, I think that would be the most ironic thing in the world. But
yeah, taking a step back, do you really think that like Riot Games is going to come out and be like, oh yeah, welcome to the Riot Games finale at the Blizzard Arena. Like, just those words coming out of one of their casters' mouths just baffles me.
But I think it would be more of like small time, like, because there is a esports arena down in like Anaheim that you can go to and actually book yourself.
Not created by a specific studio.
Correct. That you can go down to. So my concern is that you have these high-paying positions. It takes a lot of money to be able to hold up an arena and to be able to maintain, repair, just overall keep up, and then to only have your specific events at them at these prices.
Yeah, the prices are great, but here's what you have to remember is that I think esports gets a huge percentage of its monetization from advertising. It's not a ticket sales industry.
Sure.
They're built off of promoting products or giving product placement during their set. And with this environment that Blizzard controls literally from the ground up, they can build whatever they want in their studio. They can control that environment for advertisers. Not only that, but they can control the environment for the audience, the live studio audience, for the players themselves. Like we said, they have, relaxation areas for them, practice areas for them. They understand exactly what those people need, from advertisers to audience to players, and can provide them with the best quality of those things. And I think if Blizzard's goal is to really push esports to like a very high return for them, that they want to do that with the quality of the events. They don't want it to be something, half-baked, something not, totally committed to. They're just kind of like using what's available. Like, no, they're going to throw some money down. They're going to make this great, and it's hopefully going to show in the product.
I mean, you can only hope so. I mean, as someone that's done a bunch of shows, that I know that no matter if you do the same, like a same show in the same venue 100 times, it's going to be 100 different shows.
Sure, of course.
So the concern is that why wouldn't you just host these at arenas?
Well, I think
like already established, like Staples Center, because Staples Center has to have basketball games, has to have hockey games, has to have concerts to not only maintain the overall cost of having the Staples Center, but also to carry out a profit.
Sure. So the Staples Center is designed to be like a fluid space, right? So it's huge. There's tons of seats. You can sell them and make tons of money. And because your profit's going to be so high, you can spend some of that in bringing in the things that you need in order to have a good show. So the Staples Center, when they use it, is basically a blank slate. Like, there are a couple things that, are going to be the way that they are, but for the most part, they'll let you do what you want to do. You can bring in a stage, bring in lighting, bring in whatever you want to make the show be what you want it to be. With the smaller productions, though, that it doesn't really make financial sense for you to go to like a huge giant coliseum. I think this space gives them that same level of control without having to go to the cost of a full stadium, right?
Sure.
Without having to rent out a space that's specifically designed to conform around a production's needs. And then you can point out like, oh, well, there are, esports specific places, but then are those places really up to Blizzard standards? Like, do they have the people on site to manage the network? Or are the players going to be comfortable? The players going to be happy? Is the audience comfortable? Is the audience happy? I think Blizzard is doing this to get control over those things in situations where they're not spending $1 million on a stadium.
Can I host a fireside event?
Dude, if we ever have enough money to host a fireside event at the Blizzard, it's not made for that. Fireside events aren't spectator sports. They're participatory.
You're telling me that at the Hearthstone event, they're not going to have people in the crowd playing Hearthstone on their phone?
That's just because they're nerds and can't stop. That's not because that's what it's meant to do.
All right.
The same people that play Hearthstone in class. You're not supposed to play Hearthstone in class.
All right. That was super me.
That was me too.
That being said, what do you guys think? Do you think that this is really awesome? Do you think that having a Blizzard like arena that they're going to have and host private events and public events is a really good idea? Or do you guys think that this is going to be a lot of money and it's probably going to go away?
I'd be really sad if it was a flop. I'm going to be honest.
I mean, whether it's a flop or not, and it being sad, doesn't necessarily not make it true.
That's true.
You guys let us know down in the comments what you guys think.
I'm Krug.
And I'm Indigo.
And we've been GameGorgon. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you all next time. Bye.